Hey, what is up, everybody? How are we doing? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Are we coming through all right? How are we doing, though, guys? Welcome to the stream. Let's do some quick shout-outs to those of you guys that are here right now. We got Brad, Mao Coins, Double Die D. How's it going, D? Welcome. We got Ursula Reeves, Crash Cupcake, Dana Drager, Mike Belcourt. How's it going tonight, guys? Welcome to the stream. Tonight we're going to be hunting some nickels, just hanging out. Very excited to be able to do this nickel hunt because lately I've only been hunting nickels on Saturday nights, so definitely a nice little treat. Yep, that raised 2/4 is definitely a good find, my friend. How's it going, Crash Cupcake? Cornwallis Skulls, welcome to the stream. But enough deliberating. I'm going to start this hunt off and see if we can get any goodies tonight, guys. I got the scope out, fired up, ready to go. And I'm going to be scooting over to my buddy's house for a UFC right after this stream. So I'm not going to rush through, but if we end a little bit early tonight, I'm not going to be upset. We'll see if this light is going to help me focus a little better this week. Probably not. I tested it before the stream, but as per usual, like I said. Hey, what is up? I got spooked as a kid. Thank you very much for the membership, my friend. I have seen you asking me some questions recently in the chat. I get spooked. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them here tonight. And me and any of my comrades here, I'm sure, will be able to answer them. We got quite the knowledge base here in the chat for Canadian coins. Not just myself, but we got some other experts in here as well. If anyone does have any questions, I'll try and get to everybody in the chat. But I am also looking through quite a few nickels tonight, so sometimes it's a little hard to go back and forth. Yeah, it looked like the 2 on that raised 2/4 is a little rough, though. Definitely been through the meat grinder. But I picked all of these rolls today up from 1 Scotia and 1 TD. I made 2 stops for all of these nickel rolls. So hopefully, because I mixed it up a little bit, we'll have a little bit of luck here today on 1974, no mint mark. But I am seeing quite a few nickels in here, which is always a good sign. What is up, Doge 3.0? That's awesome. I got spooked. That's awesome that you're enjoying my content, man. I try and I put a lot of content into my educational coin videos, so it's not that I feel like they're unappreciated, but sometimes I feel those fly a little under the radar. And Kellen Bucknell, what is up, my friend? The one and only Ash Ketchum. But he says Kellen Bucknell this week. I guess you're not on the Ash Ketchum account this week. I'm just trying to go back and forth between my phone. Why, thank you, Kellen Bucknell. That's very kind of you. I'm hoping I'll love some of the finds tonight. That's a nice 85, but this light is definitely making these look extra shiny. I want to be able to make sure I can get an extra good look at all these as I go through. But it is getting close to the holidays, guys. We have a very fun Holiday Secret Santa coming up. That is going to be a very fun video. Me and a few of my other friends here in the Canadian coin roll hunting community are putting together a Secret Santa collab. The video should be dropping very soon. I'm definitely excited for that. How about you guys? Any plans for the holidays? Are you staying at home for the holidays? Are you going away to see family? I am going to be very busy these holidays, but I'm not sure if I still might be able to pull off a stream on the Saturday. I'm not sure. I think this Christmas is on the Saturday this year, so there's a 1984. We're seeing some older ones, but nothing too crazy so far. Come on, a nice old Jefferson would be nice. 88. What is that right there? 88p. Ah. Dr. Coin. I have a few names. Dr. Coin, North Central Coins, but my real name, most people call me by Daner. Say my name. Say my name, say my name. I think the Mint forgot to send 2,000p to Saskatchewan, so that's one of those places that it's hard to find those 2,000p's. I've heard tale that on the West Coast it can be very hard to find. Oh, Heisenberg, that's where you're going with that. Good old Breaking Bad. What a great show. I've actually been rewatching Breaking Bad lately. I don't know if anyone here has ever seen Breaking Bad before, but highly recommend it. Well, so far... Oh, this looks like a nice shiny one, guys. I want to be very careful with this, because this is probably a bunny nickel. Let's see. No. That's a very nice uncirculated 1974, though. Look at that right there. I know. I thought it was a rabbit, too. Usually when you see them like this, that's... Oh, yeah, D. Breaking Bad. Oh, I love it. I don't know how many times I've rewatched it now, but... I just wanted to rewatch like some of the later seasons, and I ended up rewatching the whole thing through again. I'm trying to get this thing to focus on this without touching it too much, but it's so shiny that it does not want to. But I'm going to hold on to it nonetheless. It's in nice shape. Sometimes you got to salvage what you can from these hunts. Hunting a batch along with you. That's your plans for the holiday, eh, Chris Cheadle? Well, very nice. Hopefully I can score some good holiday coins. Have some good luck. Gotta get my letter opener out here so I can break open these plastic rolls. Come on. Hopefully we can find some nice varieties tonight. Maybe we can find a 1990 Bear Belly at least. Those ones have been popping up a little more and more. Doge, I am in Ontario, is my home province. I'm pretty close to Toronto, is where I would say if you want to know relative to where I am. Let's keep this going. I got my coffee off to the side, but it is a bajillion degrees right now, so I'm just waiting for my coffee to cool down a bit so I can start sipping, because I don't like nothing more than hunting coins and drinking coffee. Oh, 1996, let's throw her under. Check for that attached 6. That is one that still eludes me to this day. Is that attached 6? Really, Crash Cupcake? That is good to know. Whereabouts in the Toronto area? North, south? I'm like not necessarily in between Toronto and Hamilton. I'd say I'm closer to Hamilton than I am to Toronto. Hamilton is my neighbor city. Toronto is a couple cities over. But I got real good access to both Hamilton and Toronto. South, okay. I mean, you could just tell me the city if you want. I mean, I'm in Burlington, if you guys know Burlington, Ontario. Some of the other people here in the chat are also from Burlington, I know. I don't want to out them because I don't know if they're trying to keep their identity secret, but... there is a few coin oral hunters here in Burlington. You would be surprised. Actually, today when I went to the bank to pick up these nickels, right when I went to the Scotia branch, there was somebody in there right before me that went out and cleared out $100 of nickels. So, luckily they hooked me up and still had a couple bundles on hand, but a 1991p. Bummer. Hey, Sergeant Stadanko, look who it is. I was literally just about to reiterate that I'm going to be going to a UFC right after this stream. I'm going to be hopping in the old vehicular and driving straight over, catching some of the fights tonight, because there is a great UFC card. I'm not huge into sports. You know, I do follow a little bit of CFL football, not much. We got the Grey Cup, actually, this Sunday. We definitely got to at least mention that. This Sunday we got the Hamilton Ticats playing against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, I think is the lineup. I think that's the teams. Forgive me if I screwed that up, but hey, that's pretty darn epic game right there. Hamilton Ticats are for show my team. Ooh, what's my favorite hockey team? That's a tough one right there. I don't know. Hockey I don't follow as much, but I definitely appreciate it. What's all your guys' favorite sports teams? Favorite CFL team? Favorite NHL team? Hit me in the comments and let me know. I'm curious. I mean, Toronto Maple Leafs are obviously the closest to me, but not a huge fan. I like the Pittsburgh Penguins, but definitely not a huge hockey guy. This thing definitely wants to focus up close today, but that's all right, as long as it's focusing on something. Maybe if I lower it down a bit, it'll focus a little bit better. 2003P. No 2000Ps yet, still looking. Les Canadiens, the Montreal Canadiens. The green and white. You're going to cheer for Hamilton. That's good to hear. I'm really rooting for them. I think it's been quite a while since they won a Grey Cup. And you know what's actually funny is we do have a Grey Cup coin here in Canada. We have a Grey Cup loonie, which is pretty awesome. I found like one or two of those. Never in great condition, though. Nothing to write home about. What's this? 1986. Well, so far, I haven't even seen a single young head yet. All we got is that pretty much uncirculated 74, which ain't bad. I'll take it. But I know we can do a little better than that. 97. Yep, I feel you, Mao. I feel you. Oh, wow, Cheeto, you must be, wow, so I think I obviously know where you live. Oh, Mally for the win tonight. Oh, it looks like we got some other UFC fans in the house. I don't know where Stadanko just went to, but it looks like we got some other O'Malley fans in here. My boy Sean, the Sugar Show. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge Sean O'Malley fan. I like his style. He's all right. But I kind of like to root against Sean O'Malley. My buddy loves him, so. All right, guys. I have a feeling this may be a rabbit nickel here. Let's see. Nope. A 69. Okay, close, but not bad. Not bad shape for a 69. I swear around those years, like 67, 66, they sprayed the nickels with some kind of protective material. Haha, you thought it was a rabbit too. We keep getting duped apparently. Well, wow, we're one bundle down already. That's crazy. In 15 minutes. Making some crazy pace here. I'm going to see how hot my coffee is at this point. That is perfect. All right, guys, let's keep this hunt going along. I really appreciate you guys stopping in, hanging out with me on this Saturday night, hunting some nickels. I look forward to this every week. But it'd be nice if we found some epic stuff. That would definitely make it a lot more enjoyable. 79. I really hope that none of these rolls have been hunted already. Usually hardcore hunters would take all the nickel ones out and separate those, but the fact that there's no young heads in here, ooh, it's a rough sign. Great White Northerner, what's up? You made it tonight. How are you doing, my friend? No poker games this evening? Or did you clear them all out already? But how have your guys' hunts been? Have you guys been hunting any coins, any quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies? What are your favorite coins to hunt here in Canada? Oh, my Fred Rosa Duke. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, good sir. Cannot be said any better. And whoa, look at that. We just scored our first young head as you as you give that tip. So I guess that was good luck. Thank you, man. But still, could be better than a young head. Sugar Show. Stadenko, you just missed out. One of my other boys that was in here talking about Sugar. Or maybe that was like Aaron's account or something. I have no idea. 79. Oh, we got another young head up ahead. I should definitely check that 64 for the water line as well. I mean, why not? That's a pretty nice 84 right there, honestly. It is not bad. Oh, doesn't have a single step on it, though. Let's check this 64 for the water line quick. Nope. No. Oh, it looks like it looks like we got a bit of a collection dump up ahead, guys. This could be exciting. I don't know. Here, I'm going to get this over here in frame, but guys, we got 12 edgers and young heads galore up ahead. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Hopefully this isn't rolls that I've turned in or something like that. Because as of recently, I have turned in a few of my, it looks like a lot of 63s and 64s. 63. A 61. Now, if there's 62s here, we can definitely check those under the scope for doubling. 63. Come on, let's see something good here. Let's see something good here. Whoa. No water line. No water line there. Come on. A lot of round rim young heads up ahead here. So that's telling me a lot of 63s and 64s. Should make sure to separate all those at least. All right, let's see this one. A 62. Let's check this one for doubling, guys. Let's see. Nope, no double date on that bad boy. Not surprised, though. That is extremely hard to find, the 1962 double date. But this is a little treasure trove collection dump here. This might be a good bundle we've just opened up here, guys. What's this? A 63. Pretty good shape. And another 64. No water line. We got a few more 12 edgers up ahead here. Looks like they're all 60s and 61s. 61. A 61. 63. And a 65. Interesting. Oh, I almost missed this young head right here. What's that? A 63. Interesting little collection dump of older young heads there, but nothing too amazing. Thank you for stopping in, Crash Cupcake. I really appreciate it. Oh my God, Great White. You get shorted a lot, eh? Yeah, that is definitely a bummer. Oh, man, I don't even know what kind of music is going on in the background right now. Sounds a little carnival-y. Interesting. I wonder if we're going to have any more rolls like that up ahead. Whoop. 80. Good sign the rolls haven't been searched at least, though. 2001. What is up, Edmarcio Guides? Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry if you guys are messaging me and I'm not getting a chance to respond, but I am looking at the chats on my phone, so it gets a little tricky sometimes. You had a dime or nickel and half the rolls. Oh yes, I think you mentioned that to me on the phone, D. Oh, that's not a bad deal. You gotta love when people overstuff the rolls. It doesn't happen too often, but I remember one hunt in particular where I got some serious overstuffed rolls. I think this roll looks like it might be a little short. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm just chucking these all into a big old bucket beside me, and I'm probably going to re-roll them before I take them in really quick. I have a tray that allows me to roll them up real quick. 2001. Oh, a nice 92, but not what we're looking for here. Trying to get into this hunt here. Now that I found those 12 edgers and those young heads, I got the scent. I got the scent for the oldies. Thank you, Edmarcio. I appreciate that. I hope that I have some good luck as well. Yes, if you guys haven't, please make sure to go check out Mao Coins and Great White Northerner. They are some of the other content creators here in Canada for coin roll hunting. They put out some good old videos. Wow, we got a real thick rim there. Just a 1990p. It's probably in the dryer or something. Usually that's what makes a rim a lot thicker on a coin, is if it gets heat blasted over a while. At least that's what I think. I don't know if you guys have theories on why some nickels will have thinner rims than others. A lot of the time I'll get excited. I'll think, oh, is this like a Buffalo nickel or a Victory nickel? And nope, just a dryer coin. Another 69. A 94. Reverse is in good shape on this 94. Got that record finish like most of those 90s coins. All right, halfway through bundle number 2. Keep her going. 5 rolls of toonies, and each of the rolls had an extra toonie. That's not bad. Oh, that's a nice, decent little profit, even if you don't find any nice colored coins or anything like that. I'm honestly taking quite the break from toonies right now. I don't know if I'm ever going to hunt them again, but I definitely do not want to find any more fake toonies, and I do not enjoy the skunk hunts. You don't get that many rolls, and there's not actually that much to search when you hunt toonies and loonies, so the chance of finding the stuff you really want to find is pretty slim to nil. Like, hunting loonies right now seems the most pointless to me of all, because all I'm really looking for is like NIFCs, and I've done quite a few hunts to try and find some NIFC loonies, and I haven't really had any luck in that regard. So I got spooked, went through a box of nickels and found a 1938. Nice. That is quite the haul of oldie nickels. Not bad. 1938. Are you, is that a Canadian or American 1938? Because I know the Canadian is real hard to find. It might be a key date. I'm not sure. I think it's minted like 5 to 10 million, something like that. Let's find some good tunage here. Okay, sorry, Doge. You have asked me this a couple times. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get to your question here. There's a lot of things to look for. I usually keep anything before the year 1964, so you can look for older stuff, like anything before the year 1964 I consider to be pretty old. Why does it want me to go so close? I'm going to go down a little bit here because it wants me to go so close with these for some reason. Also, you can look for 1970s. 1970 is a key date here in Canada. 1991 is a key date. Also, 2000p. Is this a 2000p right here? No. 2000 no p. Was this a 2000p? Nope, 2001p. Those 2000p's, they are rare. Oh yeah. Wow, we got 26 people in here. That is awesome, guys. Don't mind my pink bird mug. It has a yellow tinge on the front or the back. Did you hit it with a magnet yet? Because it could be a few things. I don't think it could be a silver quarter from that year, so I'm going to eliminate that. I don't know if they made 78. I was thinking maybe it could have been like a frosted silver quarter with like toning on it, but hard to say. Hard to say without seeing it. One thing I can definitely suggest is if you guys haven't, go and join our Facebook groups. The main one is Canadian Coin Roll Hunters. The other one is the North American Coin Club. If you guys have any pictures or questions on any of the coins that you find, it is definitely a great place to go for questions and answers. $2017p. Well, we hit a bit of a dry streak after that little dump of Elizabeth's right there, but hey, that's all right with me. That's all right with me. Let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you, Great White. Thank you for giving him the breakdown. You know, I get lost in my train of thought a lot of the time. I gave him some of the goodies, but I gave him some of the bullet points. Thank you, Toddy. I appreciate that. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, Toddy. Yep, some other news. Call of Duty, my favorite video game, just released a big old update the other day. I think it was like 200 gigabytes or something like that. And man, did this update screw the whole game up. It has been, a lot of people have been having problems getting online. I myself play from a PC, so I don't have a lot of problems. But a lot of the time, these companies, they release these big updates for games, and it just screws everything up. And why they got to mess with what ain't broken is all I can say in that regard. I mean, sure, they update some of the textures and the graphics and all that stuff, but I didn't really have any problem with the way the game was before. They changed all the maps and stuff. Pretty lame, pretty lame. But that was definitely a good old time. I definitely enjoy hopping on the Call of Duty and murking some foos with my buddies. Would I pay $15 for 6 1930s nickels? I probably would not, to be honest, Dana Dreger. I would say that is a little bit pricey. You can do that if you want, if you have a really hard time finding 1930s nickels. Was it a 1959 silver dollar the other day? Why, yes, it was, Doubled ID. You are good, my friend. I'm surprised you saw that video. That one kind of flew under the radar. I was just trying some film techniques out on that one, but I thought that was a cool video. I feel like that one flew under the radar a little bit, especially on my TikTok. But you guessed right, my friend. And sorry, when you say 1930s nickel, are you actually meaning the date 1930, or are you meaning like just 1930s in general? Whoa, this roll is rolled super tight, but we have a diadem ender. I always like to see that. Thank you, D. I thought that would be like a cool intro for somebody's channel. Like if I didn't already have a cool intro that I already paid money for, like if somebody was to do that as like a channel or a video intro, or if somebody wants something like that, just let me know and I'll hook you up. But if you want to see that, it is a short. It is not a regular video. Because YouTube is rocking with these new YouTube shorts now. They're trying to compete with TikTok. If anyone's wondering what's going on with these shorts, I don't know if you guys have seen them or not, but that's basically YouTube's attempt to compete with TikTok. TikTok is all about short form video. Most of the videos are 3 minutes or less, but most of the videos are much shorter than that. Probably like anywhere from 5 to 30 seconds is the average video length on TikTok. So YouTube is trying to compete. I've been releasing a few shorts, basically just re-releasing my TikToks onto YouTube. Sounds funny to say TikTok over and over again. 1998. 97. A lot of nickel coins in this roll, but nothing super noteworthy. 64. Let's check it for the water line there. No water line. 94. It is definitely awesome to be able to hunt these nickels with a scope, though. Man, to the fact that I did so many live nickel hunts without my scope hooked up is just ridiculous. A lot of nickels in that roll. Interesting. I can imagine that shorts are probably a little more difficult to watch on TVs. I think they're more like intended in the format to be for phones and stuff, but that's interesting that you can even watch those on a TV. I wouldn't have really thought about it, to be honest. But it looks like we got some more old nickels in this roll. Let's go through, see what we can see. Is that another 64 there? Yes, it is. Another 64. Throw it under the water line. Yes, thank you, Great White Northerner. My man. Don't only drop me a like. Go and give Great White Northerner a subscribe if you guys haven't. Good Lord, it is hot in my apartment right now. This is some epic ambient music right here. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, and I definitely also, while he is here, have to give a huge shout out to Double Die D, who has been hooking me up with all the penny boxes. He is actually the gentleman that has been donating all of these penny boxes for me to hunt. If you've seen my last 3 penny videos, the last one particularly was absolutely epic. Probably one of the best hunts of my career. So I definitely have to give you a huge shout out, Double Die D. You definitely have an amazing collection too. I would love to be able to get some clips of some of the pieces in his collection, because he showed me some of them, and particularly he has a nice 1967 Centennial specimen set with the gold piece. You know, those gold pieces, they are a beaut. I would have loved to have bought one, but when I was doing a lot of my purchasing, I bought a lot of the smaller kind of silly stuff. But those things are the holy grail. They are the creme de la creme. Ah, nice. Cheetle, a 61 young head. You gotta take what you can get, right? Ooh, gotta find my wireless headphones again. I don't know where those bad boys went. But should be bringing you guys a few more penny hunts, hopefully, or at least one more penny hunt over the next couple weeks or so. Hopefully a few more hunts of other denominations as well. Maybe some quarters, dimes, who knows. We'll see. Been getting a lot of skunk hunts as far as the quarters are concerned lately, though, unfortunately. I wish I could bring you guys more awesome quarter videos, but the finds can be really far and few between sometimes, you know? And I don't want to make a video every time I have a skunk hunt. Oh my, another 2 boxes. How lovely. Oh, these taped rolls. Come on. Where's my letter opener? I got it buried over here. Got it buried. All these rolls I'm just chucking to the side because I'm so lazy. Some dusty looking nickels in here. It is very tough to find pennies. One little trick that I can recommend that has been recommended to me, almost all the tricks and tips that I learn are passed down to me from the pros, but it was recommended to me that if you have pennies, it definitely helps to trade pennies. If you are able to acquire like a full box worth of pennies and they're all hunted and searched through, it doesn't really hurt you to bring it into a bank and ask if you can exchange it for their pennies. Maybe they have a full box, maybe they only have a couple rolls, but a lot of the time if the banks are giving you a hard time in terms of they're not allowed to give you pennies, maybe you can just give them searched pennies and they'll give you the unsearched ones. Just a recommendation I can make. It looks like these have like been muddy or something, been sitting in a muddy field. Ugh. Hopefully that's what it is. Not sitting in the bottom of a septic tank. He had 58 rolls of pennies. Any good rolls in there, D? Any uncirculated rolls or anything super interesting? And what is up? Oh yes, my name is Willie E. Holy, that is a lot of pennies to search through. It definitely helps when you have a score sheet to keep track of all of your finds and how much you actually hunt. Depends on how crazy you want to take it. That's a nice looking 73 right there. Not as nice as that other 70 I found earlier in the hunt though. That other one's pretty much uncirculated. Ah, the pineapple. Those things are common. You see those all the time in nickels. Alright, making some progress here. I still haven't seen a single 12-edge inner on any of these clear rolls, which is a little disappointing. Crash Cupcake, you're back. Welcome. Yep, I always like to have fun and like guesstimate how much you actually search per year and in your career. I like to say that I've searched probably hundreds of thousands of dollars of quarters. I wouldn't quite say I've made it to the $500,000 mark, but in a year or so, maybe I'll make it there. And Willie E, yes, I have had a little bit of luck. Found a few 12-edge young heads, and I also found a very nice uncirculated 1974, a beauty uncirculated 74. Now that I see it next to all the rest of the ones I found, it looks particularly nice. Looks like we got some more mud coins here. That's fun. I always enjoy searching through dirty, dirty coins. Leave my surfaces all dirty. I have to scrub them after. Oh, I thought this was a rabbit nickel for a second. A 97p. Throw it under the scope. Show you guys what I'm seeing here. 97p. But we may end her off a little bit early tonight, guys. I am going through these nickels real fast because I'm not re-rolling any of them. A lot of the time I'll re-roll the coins as I go. But I also have a UFC I got to scoot off to tonight. So if we do end things a little bit early, that's all right. I'm going to have some big streams coming up with some big giveaways, especially for the holidays. I'm going to be giving away most likely a Christmas coin set. So make sure to tune in next week. I don't think next week is the Christmas Saturday. I think it's the week after that. So next week is going to be a big holiday Christmas stream. Make sure to come tune in for that one. And we shall have some fun. You know, I am overdue for a frosted proof. They're one of my favorite coins to find in terms of nickels. Oh, Great White, you're a UFC guy, or at least you're aware of the UFC. Exactly. It is a super epic card tonight. I used to be like a diehard UFC fan. I know who all the fighters are for the most part, but you know, I go in and out a little bit as I concentrate a lot on my channel. You know, I don't really have time so much to focus on a million different things at once. But tonight is a great card. I'm actually missing one of my favorite fighters. Dominic Cruz is fighting in the undercard. But there's some other great fights. I just enjoy. I've been watching UFC since I was just a little young, and I remember when I was I'm trying to think of exactly how old I would have been, probably like 12 or 13. And the only way you could watch UFCs back then, pretty much similar to how you watch it now, is you have to call into your pay-per-view or your cable provider and order it on pay-per-view through your cable provider. So as a kid, like 12 or 13, I had to ask my parents' permission. If you're a 13-year-old and you start going ordering pay-per-views on the cable provider bill, you're probably going to be in some serious doo-doo. So anyways, I asked for permission. My parents were like, yeah, why not? Sure. And I watched Matt Hughes pummel Hoist Gracie in my first ever UFC. And I was addicted from that point on. What is up, Patrick Snare? They're ranting about it at poker. I can see why you would want to rant about it at a poker game. They seem pretty relative. Considering that UFC takes place in Vegas and the guy who owns UFC, Dana White, is a degenerate gambler. And a lot of my friends actually bet money on the UFCs, to be honest. There's some good money to be made, like on the overs and unders and stuff like that. If you bet that the fight will be over before or after a certain point, you really got to study, just like with most sports. When you bet on stuff like that with football games or basketball games, the more knowledge you have, the more powers you have. Are wrestlers like real wrestlers or like college, like athletic wrestlers? Like what kind of wrestler are we talking here? Oh, D, you do have a pretty good setup though. At least you have that really nice. What do you want to call that? I guess you could call it like a a magnifying scope. Is that what you call that? Or magnifying glass. You have like a magnifying. I'm trying to think of the old school name for those devices. Because in my day they call them microscopes. But yeah, you have a really nice electric magnifying glass with the light on it and stuff. You'd think that it wouldn't be too tricky for you to hunt dimes. when I hunt anything, I don't have any setup like that, so I got to get up real close. Like right now, even like my face is pretty darn close to the nickels. Not close enough that I can breathe in their nickel dust aroma, but just close enough that I can get a real good look at all the dates. Clamp light with magnifier. There we go. That's how you describe it right there. I have a habit of overcomplicating things with my descriptions of them. A whole lot of different tones in here, but they're all newer. Oh, come on, just one Georgie in this hunt. That's all I ever ask for is just one Georgie. Oh, a 55 Younghead. That's a nice one. I think 55 might be a key date. I don't know if it's 55 or 56, but I believe it's 55. It is like 10 million. Something like that. Mario Bros, you made it in. How's it going, my friend? All the way from Newfoundland. This is awesome, guys. We got 37 people here in the stream right now. I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me here on these Saturday nights, hunting some Canadian nickels. Yep, 55s are a goodie. A nice oldie and a goodie. I'm surprised, not even a single foreign coin so far this hunt. These rolls look like they have been paid attention to by the tellers or whoever actually packed them up. That's for show. Right on, Mario. Watching anything good on Netflix? Lately, myself, I've been binging some good old Breaking Bad on Netflix. I got the wifey to watch along with me. You know, it's funny. That show is just so good that you put that thing on the TV. If somebody walks in the room, they just can't help but get addicted to it, even though she's already watched it as well. Yep, those collection dumps, man. It's like living in the past. I wish I could. I wish every hunt I could find an epic collection dump, and it's almost like when you do find them, sometimes it's like I don't. When I found that quarter collection dump of all those specimen quarters, man, I didn't quite take it in and appreciate it as much as I should have when I was finding it. I think probably because I found so many of them in one video. Sons of Anarchy is a great show. Because I found so many of those specimens in one video, and I had to keep coming in and filming one after the other. It got like a little annoying for me. So I think I found like 10 of them or something like that. But at the same time, I don't think I'm ever going to have another hunt where I find like 10 proof or specimen quarters like that again. So at least it's going to be a while. So I wish I would have stopped and taken it in and enjoyed it a little bit more, rather than just being so stressed that I had to film it. A nice 93. But there have been some really awesome collection dumps. One of them particularly I got to open on live stream with you guys, and that was awesome. It was a ender roll of George VI, and inside was a whole bunch of World War II, 1944s, 45s. Oh man, that was an awesome roll, awesome night, awesome experience. Yeah, Sons of Anarchy is a great show. I never really got into the the revamp. What was it called? Like Mayans or something like that. I tried. I watched the first couple episodes, and you know, it just didn't have that same flair as Sons of Anarchy did. But when Sons of Anarchy was out and was dropping episodes, that show was big. I loved that show. If any of you guys have ever watched Dexter, that's a great show, and it's actually it's back right now with new episodes. They took like a 10-year hiatus and started coming out with new episodes. I love when a show does something like that, when you think a show is like dead in the water forever, and then bam, they just hit you with another season. Oh, let's see. Did somebody just say they just found a... Ooh, 11 1967s. I love the 1967 quarters. I got one 1967 particularly that I bought off my buddy This is a specimen 1967. My camera doesn't even do it justice, but the toning on here is like so purple. It is so dark purple on here. And where is them? I got some nice looking Bobcats. I love these quarters. Supernatural. You know, I got to admit, Willie E, I was actually into Supernatural as well, my friend. I watched the first, I think, 10 or 12 seasons. My girl got me into it, and I got to say, the first couple seasons, they weren't so bad. They weren't so bad. Yep, these Bobcat quarters, they are nice. I think I also got a few 68s in here. This is where I keep my 80 and 50 percenters. But this one right here came out of a specimen set. Real nice. The obverse, though, whenever they sit like obverse down in those specimen sets, the obverse always gets that really icky kind of toning on it. I'm not a big fan. But I loves me my scrap silver. Especially the 67s. I got a tube of mackerel dimes as well. I like to at least keep a full tube of all of the commemorative silvers on hand. That's not a full tube, though, unfortunately. But let's keep this hunt going, guys. What do I got? 15 rolls left to go. So at this pace, it looks like we're going to be ending around 9:15-ish if I had to give my guess. So I'm just going to take her real slow here, go along, make sure I don't miss anything good. And 1995, 97. Now, one nickel that I don't hold on to anymore is the 77s. A lot of people like to check under here for the low or the high 7. You can see obviously clearly that is a low 7. But I don't think they're like particularly rare or valuable or anything. Even in like a high MS state, they're only worth like a couple dollars. So in my humble opinion, it's not even really worth holding on to stuff like that. But I did, for anyone that didn't catch the video, this thing was an epic find that I had from my penny hunt the other day. Look at this clip planchette, guys. This was such an awesome penny box to hunt. The amount of stuff that I found. What an awesome hunt. Doesn't want to focus now, of course. But the amount that's missing there, Cookie Monster took quite the bite out of this penny, at least. At least that's what it looks like. And it seems like quite a few people are disputing whether that other coin that I had right here was a scratch or a strike through. It is hard to say, but I don't know. Judging from the size and everything, like when you look at it, like, I don't know. It's hard to say, guys, but I'm pretty sure that is a strike through. At least that's what my coin guy said. And that guy knows what's up. Aw, D. Well, that's all right. You just have the cheat code, eh? Which is you were coin roll hunting in 1967. Yep, you showed me some of your stacks and some of your cases of flips, and I've never seen so many silver. Oh, here we go, guys. Finally, one of our first good finds of this hunt. And this is in decent shape, too. It actually has some luster left on it. But that is not the nicest right there. That's unfortunate. But 1959, I think, is not a horrible date. Not the best date, but in terms of this hunt so far, one of the better finds we've had. And I'll definitely take it. Let's see if we can find just one George VI to round this hunt off on a high note. That would make me happy. What's your favorite, D? Do you have any of the, I think I saw some Wolf half dollars. Do you have the 67 half dollars as well? And what's your favorite of the 67 designs? I would say mine, I really love the Canada Goose dollars because they are so iconic. And it's funny because anytime I'm driving, and sometimes, at least where I live here in Canada, you'll be driving and there'll be like a huge, I don't know if you call them a horde or a gaggle of geese, but you'll see a big group of geese crossing the road and you have to stop in front of them, and it's just like, it's funny that the Canadian Mint decided for this to be the graceful creature that is featured on our $1 silver coins that year, because these stupid animals, they take their sweet time when they cross the street, let me tell you that. They don't move for nobody except on their own time. You can sit and honk your horn and they just will take their time. Yes, D. You know what's up. Those are the goose dollars are cool, and there's actually a variety, I believe, for some of the 67s. I think the goose dollar may have a variety where it's a diving goose. I think there may be a diving bobcat as well. I know for sure that there is a diving rabbit, but it is only for the specimen sets for that year, I believe. I'm sorry if you hear my cat wailing in the background. Wailing like a banshee. Oh, yes, of course, the $20 1 ounce gold. Well, I didn't know we were counting those as well. Those things are really beautiful, though, honestly. Like, I would love to be able to get a video one day of that set, because the gold piece in there is just epic. I'm curious. In my book, I've never really looked it up, but I'm curious in terms of like pricing, how much if the gold piece is in a higher MS state, it obviously must be worth quite a bit of money. So I'm wondering what kind of condition yours is in there, D. If your 67 gold piece is in good condition. Unfortunately, though, when they sit in those sets for all those years, they get that toning on the obverse a lot of the time. I don't know how gold tones as opposed to silver, but they're a-holes with wings. What's up, Nicolette's Hobbies? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? It's a little cloudy, eh? So that's what happens to the gold, I guess. All right, guys. This is our last bundle of nickels, and then we are going to call it. So let's get into her. So far, our best find, I would say, has been the 1959. Also, that 1974 is a stunner. If you compare it to some of the other nickels I found so far, it really stands out. I'll show you guys at the end what I'm talking about. What is up, Lego Master? Welcome. I'm not a Lego master. I was when I was a kid, but now I would say I'm a coin master. No, I'm joking. I'm not a master. $2001p. Not a single 2000p tonight, which is very surprising because usually I find at least one per hunt, sometimes a little bit more. That's like usually one of the saviors of my nickel hunts if it's not going the greatest. At least the 2000Ps will kind of bring it in. But hey, we've had like more than 30 people here most of the night. That is awesome, guys. I really appreciate the support from my channel. I'm going to be dropping all sorts of exciting content in the future. Of all sorts, educational videos, coin roll hunts. I got a lot of stuff popping, guys. And I do everything I can to bring you guys the highest quality, entertaining content as possible. But it ain't always easy. Mario, I have not had any great hunts lately. The last good hunt you guys would have seen is that penny hunt. But hey, I won't really complain. That was a hunt for the ages. So an Indian head was like I was very excited to find an Indian head, but honestly, that clip planchette for me was the find of the hunt, and that really did it for me. Because on Facebook, I'll see a lot of people posting like nickel clip planchettes, and it's like, where are people finding these things? Because they just stick out like a sore thumb, and I just can't envision somebody like going to a convenience store and getting that back in change without someone being like, oh, I should probably like throw this broken nickel out or something, you know? But if you are going to find a clip planchette, it's most likely going to be for pennies. It's most likely going to be from the 1980s. There's a lot of errors for pennies in the 1980s. That's why I'm convinced that one penny is a die crack, or sorry, a struck through. That's what my buddy said as well. But I'm no expert. I'm just your friendly neighborhood coin roll hunter. Thank you, D. What did you find yesterday? Oh, I saw that, Mal. I saw that. You and your silver. You and your silver dimes. You love to hunt your dimes, eh? Ah, I thought for a second I thought this was going to be older from the color on it. 63. Oh, come on, Georgie. Hey, Mario, would you consider 2017 to be a rare year? Or do you find quite a few 2017 nickels and dimes? I would consider 2017 to be a pretty darn common year for myself. I find lots of 2017 nickels and dimes. I guess depending on Hiya Georgie. I'm glad some people get that reference at least. I mean, after those 2 movies, you should get that reference by this point. Yeah, I figured so. Yeah, apparently my friend Double Die D doesn't find too many 2017s, which I'm surprised, because those things just litter my rolls. 1992. I was just wondering if maybe you had any different luck out in Newfoundland ways in terms of the 2017s, but I guess they made their way all the way out there as well. 5 rolls to go. Let's have a nice sip of my coffee here. But hopefully I can work out a coin battle for the next couple weeks. I did say that I wanted to keep it at like 1 battle a month. And I think it's already creeping up on a month since me and Mario and Mao did our 3-way battle. That was an awesome... Really? That's an interesting ratio. That's crazy that you're keeping... That's good that you're keeping... I'm sorry when I say crazy. I always mean like crazy good that you're keeping track of your stats like that. But it's just so surprising to me that you don't find more 2017 because they're just everywhere for me. I wish the 2017 colored ones would be... Thank you, Crash Cupcake. Thank you for stopping back in. I appreciate it. Have a good evening. Hopefully I'll see you around on the next one. What is this? 2001p. Oh, what's this going to be? Rabbit? Nope, 78. It's a 78 in good shape. We got 39 people in here right now, guys. Oh my, that is awesome. Well, I'd like to look at the mintage figures. I'm sure I've seen it before, but sometimes the mintage figures of certain years can be a little tricky, especially when they release a lot of special wrap rolls. I know for 2017, they released a whole whack of variations for like the special wrap rolls and sets and circulation and everything. So I would assume the mintage is pretty high, but I would need to check up on that. Usually Coins Unlimited will have some pretty accurate mintage figures, or Coins in Canada. Let's see what this is. This is an S. D. 1974 D. Pretty clean around the date, but not in the greatest shape otherwise. A 96. It's a close 6, but it ain't an attached 6. That's all I'm looking for at this point, is that attached 6. No rabbits. No rabbits yet. I want rabbits. I want you guys to be able to spam that rabbit emoji. I got to get like a button, so if I find a rabbit, I press it and like a bunny blows up on the screen. Not like blows up in a bad way, like blows up in a good way or something. Bugs Bunny blows up. All right, we're getting towards the end. We got 3 rolls left to go, and then I'm probably going to wrap this hunt up, guys. I really breezed through these 3 bundles, but that is all good because right after this, I'm off to the UFC anyways. But we will be back next Saturday. We'll be hunting some more nickels. I'm going to do an awesome giveaway. We're going to be doing our holiday giveaway, so it's most likely going to be an uncirculated holiday quarter set. The 2007 set, I got one of those sitting aside just for this holidays giveaway. So guys, make sure to come tune in next week if you want a chance to win that bad boy. Good night, Great White Northerner. Thank you for stopping in, my friend. I always appreciate when we get to see the the other content creators in the Canadian coin community make an appearance. It's crazy to think when I started like 2 years ago, there was like nothing. There's a few guys doing this. I'm not going to say I was the first, but where we are now as opposed to where we were then, it is crazy, guys. The journey we have all been on together. It has been one crazy wild ride. Going back, watching some of the finds that I've had over the last 2 years, you know, what a hobby this is. One of the last forms of treasure hunting. All right. 'Tis the last roll. This is an interesting looking roll. You don't see these paper rolls. Royal Sovereign. Yeah, Mao, you've been watching for a while now. You're definitely one of the diehards at this point. You are definitely one of the OGs. I'm trying to reconnect with my buddy from BC, but I'm having a bugger of a time. We're playing phone tag with each other, and a bit of a different time zone thing, and I've just been super busy, but I've been trying to get a hold of him. Hopefully me and him can get a hold of each other, work out some collabs in the future. Oh, Mario Brothers. Well, that's it, guys. That was the last roll right there. So here, I'll show you guys some of the finds of this hunt. I would basically chalk it up to 2 good finds. This 1959 young head right here. I don't have the exact mintage figure on me right now, but I'm sure I could look it up really quick. Why not? I mean, we got the time right now, right? So let's see. What is the mintage figure for 1959? I'm curious. I'm going to say around 20 million. But let's see, how far off am I? 59. I love this coin book that I have. It is not completely up to date. Oh, wow, I was wrong. That is a nice low mintage, but most of the 50s are pretty low mintage. It's minted right around 11 million. So this is a pretty nice key date right here. In the United States, they would consider this a key date for sure, but it's definitely low mintage. I want to show you guys this 1974 that I found earlier on in the hunt. It is a real stunner. If you like compare it side by side with like one of the other nickels, this one is much nicer and may have come out of a proof or specimen set. Hard to say, but definitely a very cool find. Has a much better place in my collection than in the wilds of circulation. That is for show. But I'd like to thank you guys all so much for coming out and stopping in tonight. For those that made donations, or for anyone that joined as a channel member, or any of my previous channel members, so much thank you for all the support. It really helps with all of the content I've been creating lately. And everybody else, I really appreciate you tuning in and supporting my channel as well. Other than that, guys, I will be back next Saturday with another holiday live stream. Stay tuned for my videos I'll be releasing during the week. Other than that, let's do some quick shout outs. Dana Drager, Mao Coins, Double Die D, Nicolette's Hobbies, Mao, Patrick Snare, Lego Master, Willie E, Mario Brothers, Patrick Snare, Mike Bell, Court. Everybody, if I missed you, I'll try and get you on the next one. Thank you so much, guys. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one.